Andromedans tell you that the Alpha Draconans are here now. Where?
There are 1,833 of them that have been living underground between 100 and 200 miles beneath the surface. They've been here, some of them have been here a long, long time. They have lifespans that are thousands of years. They're carnivorous. They are not friendly to mankind, at least the ones that are here.
Are you saying carnivorous, they eat humans?
Yes. And they won't eat a dead human. It has to be alive at the time of the killing. Their preference is children. You know, and we've been told, you shouldn't talk about that. You know, other people say, well, you better not talk about the reptilians. Well, you know, bull. You know, why not? According to the Andromedans, they're responsible for 31,712 children disappearing in the last 25 years from the United States. These children were food. And I'm supposed to just shut up and not say anything about it because people don't want to hear it? That's tough. That's tough. You know, Westchester County, in the last 5 years, 3,000 children in Westchester County, New York, have vanished without a trace. Where are they going? Why are we allowing this to happen? And why should people stay in denial about it?
Now, how are they able to do this? How are they able to? How are they able to? How are they able to do it? How are they able to come up out of this from underground and do it, or do they have?
There are tunneling systems everywhere. They're being helped by the Greys, and also there are groups within the higher echelon that are actually helping them acquire this.
So human beings are abducting the kids and getting them to the Greys to in turn give them to the Alpha Draconans?
That's right. That's part of the deal. They won't come up as long as we feed them down there. You understand? It's about human beings selling themselves out. The echelon attitude here, the needs of the few outweigh the needs of humanity. And sorry, that just isn't right. You know, but it's going to have to be humanity that's going to rise up and take the stand. You're just going to have to turn off your televisions. They're going to have to get in their car. They're going to have to fire everybody in Washington, D.C. that knows and does nothing.
If it weren't for things being so strange as of lately, I probably wouldn't believe this. But the truth is, it's like, what if they are now coming up from underground, right? And they are coming up looking like or cosplaying as some of these characters. And this is all thanks to Hollywood, right? And its magic stick. They have the ability to take human beings and make them look like monsters. So I'm quite sure they have the ability to take monsters and make them look like humans, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. Possibly anything is possible, right? I mean, it's really the things that make you go, right? Because you heard him say in the video that they don't care about mankind. They don't care about human beings. And in my opinion, that's basically all the politicians for the most part, right? And it's just strange because you heard him state in this video that they are carnivorous, right? They eat flesh. And he also stated that their preference is children. Did anyone say redacted Epstein files? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. And a book that you guys should maybe check out, okay? I have not completed the book, but the parts that I have gotten through, I find them to be very interesting. And the similarities within this book and the similarities with the first family that's now in the palace, if you will, the White House, the similarities are just astonishing. It's crazy, okay? It's crazy. And I'm saying this because you guys got to keep in mind that he said that these entities live for hundreds and thousands of years. I didn't say this. This is what he's saying, right? So again, this is a book. The title of the book is Byron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey. And this is a book that was written in 1893. Okay, the author of the book, the writer, is Ingersoll Lockwood. That's the author of the book. Okay, and so the basic plot of the book is it's basically about a young, wealthy young boy, okay, by the name of Byron Trump, that goes on a adventure. Okay, so he goes on this adventure with his dog Bugler, I think the dog's name is, and his chaperone Don. Okay, they journey to Russia. While in Russia, they discover a underground world, right? A whole world underground, living species, everything underground. Now, keep in mind that this man just said also, they live underground, miles and miles underground. That actually, you know, you raise the eyebrow too, like, CERN, what are y'all down there digging and housing and keeping, like, what are y'all down there doing, right? I don't know, but what y'all looking for? What you doing? CERN. And now there's a new scientific group that have come along, and they've found a way to more effectively, I guess, reach the center of the earth, or to house the reptilian people. I don't know what they're doing, but they found a more effective way to do whatever it is they're doing or not doing. I don't know, but their name is Dune, D-U-N-E. Okay. Now, again, I don't know what's going on, but it's some strange mess happening. Okay. And the coincidence and the similarities, again, it's just crazy. It's crazy. And I need to say this. There's another book you guys need to check out, and that is The Last President, to see the similarities of the first family and the plots, okay, of these books. It's just crazy, and it's undeniable to a certain extent, right? You guys go check those books out and come back and get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think, because I believe if enough of you all read these books, I don't know, okay, something may reveal itself. Okay, that's all I'm just saying. Go check the books out, because also stated, okay, that needs of a few outweighs the needs of the majority. Okay, again, that definitely sounds like our government, and he's telling you, you know, the needs of the majority of who? Of mankind, us, the people. These entities, they care nothing about the people. If that don't sound like our government, I don't know what does, right? Look, we are in the midst of a war that we basically have nothing to do with, right? But yet they are trying to find hundreds of billions of dollars to fund this war, okay? A war does nothing good for mankind. It actually deletes. So again, that pushed the question, whose agenda is this war? Who's actually pushing for this war, and why? But he said that these other entities, they have no desire for humans, other than the fact that they thrive off of consuming humans. I didn't say this. This is what this man said. But again, there are facts that are just almost undeniable. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. Please go check those books out. Whether you believe this or not, okay? The fact remains that one man's fantasy could very well be another man's reality. So we may sit around and say, oh, this is a bunch of hogwash and this. Okay? Just because you can't fathom or you couldn't imagine yourself doing something of this nature to this magnitude, that doesn't mean that there isn't another human being, possibly your neighbor, that is able to live that fantasy out. Okay? Again, one man's fantasy could very well be another man's reality. You guys let me know what you think about this video. I'm going to go ahead and end it. If you enjoyed it, I'd like to ask you to give it a big thumbs up. If you are a subscriber, I'd like to thank you for being a subscriber. If you're not, I'd like to ask you to consider go ahead and subscribing to the channel, because in my personal opinion, I don't think you're going to be disappointed in doing so. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I will be back very shortly with more of my unpopular thoughts.